As an Adelaide tourist hotspot, Glenelg is used to seeing the unusual. Today, 1920s flappers with feather boas brush past biker jackets. Boys are in short pants, and the flashy outfits draw as much attention as the sparkle of polished chrome. Yet as the hour of departure draws closer, there's no tension mounting. The drivers and their passengers know that by the time the first car arrives in Birdwood, the last automobile will be just releasing the handbrake, chugging off from Glenelg. Earlier in the week, as part of the Motorfest, the hills were alive with the sounds of thunder. From early in the century, enthusiasts have raced their cars in dangerous hill climbs, sliding and powering their way up steep tracks at Belair, Anstey's Hill, Green Hill and Norton Summit. Many of the cars were stripped and modified in ways that would horrify today's Bay to Birdwood participants. The cars were rebuilt for one purpose only, to get up the hill and get up there fast.
A couple of very suspicious characters over here. We might just get a word with them. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, we're obviously checking out the cars. Not looking to lift one, are you?
No. We might later, but not today.
We're just looking at the opposition, see if he's got any armour.
Are you actually participating today, or are you just hanging around?
No, we're driving.
Oh, yeah? What are you driving?
We can't tell you secrets like that.
I've got to be honest with you, it looks like one of the more unusual cars, one of the older ones.
Well, it's all original, except for I think we might need to change the hockey straps for next year. But yeah, it's all happening.
Obviously, you've put hours and hours of work restoring it.
Well, we put the hay bale on the back.
Does it run well?
It's really smooth because it's all original, and you know, it's not made up, so yeah, it runs really smooth.
Well, I must say, this is a beautiful car. I mean, it just looks to be in such good condition. How much time do you spend on it?
Well, I've just spent 7 years on it. This is its first run.
Really? First run in the Bay to Birdwood, so obviously a very an exciting day for you.
That's right.
Stay inside. Get in. Get in.
Now, this Union Jack here isn't just here for display. You guys have actually come over from London for the Bay to Birdwood.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
That's an enormous way to travel to come to a race. You must be fanatics.
Oh, idiots, I don't know.
I wouldn't have said that. And your gear, it's all original. You bought that over from London?
I bought it from London, yeah.
Fantastic.
Now, look, no disrespect, but I don't think I'd like to be sitting in that today. It's going to be a little bit drafty, isn't it?
Well, the draft comes up from the floor as well, but that's the cooling. That's the passenger cooling as well as the motor cooling, yeah.
And you're obviously not worried about getting your hair messed up.
No. Well, I had it cut short for the occasion. It's gone a bit grey, though. That's one of the problems.
But there's a nice tight fit in there, so two of you sit in there.
Only if you're very friendly. Well, I'm looking for a couple of, well, at least one young bird. I had to come with my old mate over here. That was a bit rugged.
So
I think I can do better, yeah.
Trade him in?
Yeah, I'll trade him in for, you'll be right.
Thanks very much. Good on you, mate.
Premier, first of all, a great event for South Australia in Glenelg.
Another great event, the 1996 Bay to Birdwood Run. Biggest such event in the world, 2,500 vehicles this year. The good news is, though, now we're going to have an event every year. Next year, there'll be a classics event for cars after the Second World War. And so we'll be able to continue to stage this event, but make it annual. And we're enlarging the event, so it covers now more than a week.
Great credit to the people involved, the organisers and the car enthusiasts.
It's a credit to the people who own and love these cars and care for them year after year, and to Noel Roscoe and his group who put this event on for us, and the sponsors, Channel 7 and the RAA. And we appreciate that support because it is the biggest such event in the world, and we need to be getting out and telling the world about this event. I had lunch yesterday with some of the key overseas visitors, and they just say it's the best kept secret in the world in terms of motoring sport.
The Bay to Birdwood Run itself is only one part of a 2-week motoring festival before and after the run. The many vehicles are involved in rallies and events designed to give us an insight into the world and sometimes unusual minds of motoring enthusiasts. As for the vehicles, no matter how old, don't be deceived by looks. They may be a little wrinkly around the handlebars, but many of the cars, trucks and these motorcycles were handcrafted with incredible precision. The mass-produced trail bikes of today would have a hard time in a tug-of-war with some of yesterday's two-wheeled wonders.
Now, Ian, this car, you used to date in this, but this is your sister, so it wasn't your
It
sister.
wasn't with her, it wasn't with her. No, 42 years ago. It was my courting car.
Now,
my first car.
She's not olden?
She's no older. It's a Ford, not an Olden.
Okay, magnificent car. Now, what have you got on the side here covered in the plastic bag?
That's my stereo system.
Your stereo
Yes,
system.
the plastic bag will come off later on if it stops raining.
And anybody in particular this is a portrait of on the side, or?
No, just a friend of mine who drew that. That was done when I initially got the car in 1954.
How do you think she'll make the run today?
Go well, I hope.
She'll go well,
yes,
you
it
hope.
did last year, and it shouldn't be any different this year.
This year, around 1,800 steering wheels, handlebars and in some cases tillers will steer their way up the wet and winding road towards Birdwood. At Glenelg, the replica of the HMS Buffalo, the ship that brought the first settlers to South Australia, seems to look on in bewilderment. The Premier joins the Mayor of Glenelg for a peculiar opening ceremony where seaweed is spread across the path of the vehicles, leaving one remaining formality, the cutting of the ribbon to start the 1996 Bay to Birdwood Rally. Then the whistles, grunts and groans of engines turning over are matched by the sighs of car buffs watching the vehicles slowly rumble away.